Statements that will probably get me called a pick-me and a whitewashed Black person about Love Island USA Season 8. Everyone talking about Corbin's voice is not considering something that I always consider as a Jamaican American, that there are actually a lot of undiagnosed neurodivergent people in the Caribbean and especially in Jamaica. Well, I don't know if it's especially in Jamaica, but I know Jamaicans. And the struggle to code switch, as someone not of this country is tough. The roboticness, it makes me think neurodivergent. It reminds me of family members. It reminds me of myself. And so although I find the humor hilarious, the impressions, I do feel like there is something a bit ethnocentric about it. There is something a bit, dare I say, ableist about it for people with speech impediments, for people who are struggling to be part of multiple cultures. And I know people are going to be like, oh, you just like him because he's hot, or you're just defending him because he's Jamaican, or because you're a pick-me. I'm defending him because this is just something I personally have gotten teased with about. So, and I know it's not just his speech pattern, it's his way. That's a very common thing for people who are masking, for neurodivergent people who are masking. So I struggle when I see those videos. And I know no one's going to take it seriously. No one cares, but I care. And this is not to dismiss the things I don't like about Corbin or the way he's doing that weird wiggly finger thing with KC. No, I'm just saying it's very possible that that joke will not age as well as everyone thinks. KC and Aniya, I believe we need to back up off of them. I think there's too much pressure in the Black community for Black people to behave a certain way, to like a certain certain kind of person based on what you look like, and all these respectability politics, the Black excellence of it. It could just very well be that Casey and Aniya aren't any more colorist than anyone who grew up with American media. No one is safe from the impact, the subconscious impact of American media, which leans towards favoring lighter skin, straight wavy hair, and certain features, Eurocentric features. The assumption that Casey and or Aniya is a colorist is based on obviously things we've seen of celebrities. There are people who outright say, hey, I don't like people of certain complexions, and they're that complexion. And I think those people should be held accountable because they are making a real definitive impact on the public by making that statement publicly. But Aniya and Casey haven't done that. If anything, I think they're so hyper aware of that they have tricked themselves into thinking they have feelings for each other. And maybe the camp effect has happened where you're isolated and so you cling to the nearest person that could relate, and that is how they've built a connection. But it's also very possible that that is not enough to build a genuine romantic connection, and that they feel pressured to be with each other because they know how bad it's going to look to the Black community, to America, to the world. And it could also very well be that they like people that are lighter than them, and they still like being Black, and they still like people of darker hues, but those people happen to be there. The numbers. People will go for the easy explanation. Oh, light, dark. This is a color issue. And not think, 20 people, only 2 are Black. Not many options. Now, there are actually a lot of options on Casa More for Black women, and Casey is enjoying those options. And Aniya had options that were darker, and she did not choose them, but it was a group effort. So there's no definitive proof, I'm saying, that Aniya or Casey is colorist. And I think we need to back up off of them. We need to back up off of them. And then back to accents. We're not talking about it based on Casey's accent, based on Aniya's accent. They might be of different social circles. Based on Tiara's accent and Casey's accent, they're kind of speaking the same language. And not every Black person on earth speaks the same subtext. Aniya has interests that don't include a lot of Black people. Volleyball? How many of us are into volleyball? I didn't even know. I was like, volleyball? I forgot about that. I had to do that in college. I mean, in high school. And then Japan? Yes, there are a lot of Black people into anime, but compared to how many people in general are into anime, most of them are not Black. And this is not to say that Black people of different classes, of different social circles, of different interests can't get together and fall in love. No, I'm just saying that social psychology says birds of a feather flock together is more likely to have a lasting relationship than opposites attract. It helps to have things in common. Things other than a social status made into law by a capitalist society that's trying to destroy and rule the world, i.e., the US creating race as we know it right now, need more than that category of things in common. Pretty much what I'm saying is that I need our people, Black community, to give our people on the island a break. And no, I'm not saying give Casey a break for calling Aniya grandma. I'm not saying give Aniya a break for kind of basically pretending that she has more feelings for Casey than she might actually have, or give Corbin a break for indulging with Kenzie or for doing that wiggly thing with the fingers with Casey. No, I'm just saying some of these things that we are imposing on them, these claims, these accusations, are unfounded, do not have enough circumstantial evidence. Some of this is projection. Some of it could be actually that, yes, they are influenced by society. I did say something too about Corbin because Jamaican culture is very anti-Black and very, favoring white people. But I don't know. I don't know Corbin. I don't know Aniya. I don't know Casey. And they haven't given enough proof to me that they are negatively impacting our community with their views, with their statements, with their actions. So I'm gonna stick beside them. Whether Casey and I pick each other, or they pick people outside of their race, or they pick people lighter than them, I'm gonna stick beside them, because picking a person that you are in love with does not harm our community. And when we reduce love to a matter of who are we sharing resources with, who gets to inherit this, they have a lighter child and the lighter child is inheriting something that should belong to us Black people. Like, we act in such a scarcity mindset when we behave that way, when we think that way. There are a lot of Black people still getting married, still reproducing. We are not running out at any point. And yes, there's a lot of violence against us in the world, and a lot of people don't like us, but that does not mean that there is still not love. There is enough love to go around. That's my share.